Hello and welcome back to the Unconditional Hotmess podcast with your hosts,
Me, Rhonda,
and
Mom.
And myself, Haley.
But not just any mom.
My mom.
Well, yeah, but the hot mess mom.
Yes. Also known as Love Haley and Hotmess Mama MD.
Yeah.
And just Hotmess Mama.
Don't mind me while I stalk my child.
What?
On the way to...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, we took a brief hiatus because life has been busy. I was like pretty much knocked out and sick all of April, so that was fun.
I got married.
And I was leading up to that.
Oh, I couldn't wait anymore.
Okay. If you want to insert pictures. Because everybody's been asking me to, and I'm like, Man, your lashes look so good.
I barely did anything to them today.
Yeah, I didn't do
Beauty
nothing.
mascara.
Well, I've been using that Babe Original or whatever it's called, Babe Lash that you recommended. Freaking, they're getting
Lashes
long.
look really long, yeah.
Yeah. They're like really long.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, but yeah, people have been asking, and I'm like, no, I can't share her story.
My wedding? What
Yeah.
about it?
All the pictures and all of that stuff.
Check out my Instagram at LOBHAILEY.
Did you post a bunch of them there?
10.
Did you? I can't wait to see what the photographer comes back with.
That's
'cause
the ones I
sneak
posted.
Peek, well, I know, but the sneak peek that he showed was so freaking good. Her wedding was
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Can y'all see that? Probably not.
Well, just know, if you actually stop giving the sneak peeks, they
Just
need to
go to
go
my
follow you.
Oh, they're so pretty. I love them. This is like one of my favorites.
I know. I love the different colors.
Yeah.
Everything it turned out so awesome. Like, you guys did such a good job. Such a good job.
And we did get it on video, but it's like it's private.
You know what I wish I had thought to do is to bring my camera for the front too.
Yeah, I did definitely mean to direct my aunt to how to use it. First, flip it, so you can get all the people coming down, and then flip it so you can get the whole thing.
Yeah.
I also thought she was going to sit a little bit closer, but then she told me that she sat farther back, and the reasoning why was because she didn't want the camera to be like all up in the business.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
No, it worked out, but I totally did not think things through, and I could have had one at the front and then one at the back, and you guys could have done all that, but
It's okay. It was perfect.
yeah,
It was great.
it definitely was. And that photographer was literally there
10
all
hours.
day.
Yep.
Yeah. And he was good. And he was really nice too.
He was very sweet.
Because I was worried like 10 hours with a photographer.
It would be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, shout out to Larry Miller Photography. I believe he's based out of Columbus, and he drove 3 hours to photograph our wedding. So, thank you.
And he had a photo booth thingy.
Oh my god.
That was amazing.
Fun fact about the photo booth, he told us that we are the most used photo booth at any wedding ever. So by the end of the night, no one was really on the dance floor, so we like let the DJ actually leave early, and we just were photo boothing it up, and like by the end of the night, Becca and I were probably in the photo booth for like an hour straight.
Oh my gosh, it was so much freaking fun. Honestly though, when they just run the music on inside the building, that was so much better.
Yeah,
That was so much fun.
the place we got married at, it's like a member-run building. So some of the members were bartending because only members are allowed behind the bar. So when the DJ packed up, they were like, let's get this party inside started.
Yeah.
And they turned the music on.
And honestly, they were so much better.
Yeah.
They did so good.
Well, I think
they were fun.
The DJ had good music, but it was just, they did a really good job too.
Yeah, they were just real personable and fun, and
Yes.
they were like uncles.
Yeah,
You know what I
no,
mean? They were like
literally
family, I
they,
guess.
They literally, my entire life, have always been like, Haley, if anyone ever wrongs you, just know you got 100 uncles up here.
Dude, one dude literally I thought was Toby Keith. Obviously, R.I.P. Toby, but I asked, okay, so I was going to get the gluten-free cupcakes out of the buy. That's what happened. And I'm trying to balance all of them. I think Crystal came back to help me, and I'm trying to balance all these cupcakes, and then he comes up, and I was waiting for, turn the lights down low. You know that song?
Uh-huh.
Who sings that? That's not even Toby Keith.
I don't
But
know.
anyways, he comes up, and he's like, do you need a box for that? And I was like,
He's from Texas.
well,
He's
okay,
just
but I'm thinking
very big,
maybe
tall man with a cowboy hat.
freaking 7.5 feet tall. Yeah, like my husband's tall, so I know that my eyes are gonna go up here, and I was just like, what the hell? And then he's got like this crazy deep voice cowboy hat, and I was like, am I dead? Oh my God, Toby Keith? Is that my daughter's wedding? I was not like snashola. I was just.
My mom did a shot of moonshine with us. This is already all over the place.
What are we? You know what it doesn't tell me is how many minutes we're in. That's probably a set. By the way, we're using a new camera.
We're 6 minutes in.
Oh, okay, that's
7.
good. Okay, the idea of the shot was not mine. That was your father's wife. And she's like, Rhonda, do a shot with me. I'm like, Lord Jesus, I don't drink.
We also did a shot with our minister.
Really?
Yes.
I have
a video of it.
She was so freaking cute. I love her.
So let's start at the beginning of all the wedding
my
shenanigans. Okay, so on the rehearsal dinner, we had so much wedding stuff, we could not even set anything up in our apartment, so we just had everything piled in the living room. It took 3 carloads to get everything to our venue.
But brag at how good you did on deals.
Oh, girl, I shopped Facebook Marketplace, bid FTA. The
Temu sent stuff.
Temu sent me stuff, us stuff. Thank you, Temu. Also, the children that I nanny are pickle fiends. So I was like, hey, children's mom, can you like save all these pickle jars? And every time I'd finish, like I'd be making the kids lunch, and then I'd
Is that really where they all came from?
The pickle jars.
That is
all
hilarious.
the pickle jars are from the kids.
I did not know.
They go through pickles like no one's business.
Yeah.
Yes. And the little girl just recently started drinking the pickle juice, or like asking to drink the pickle juice. So I give her like literally like an ounce if eaten, and she's like, "This is the most delicious thing ever." And I'm like, "Girl, you're a mess. You're so funny." Anywho, so all the pickle jars came from them, and all the kombucha jars came from one of our friends at our ASL class. She drinks like kombucha almost every day, so that's where we got those from.
That is so cool.
All the fake flowers and fairy lights and twigs and leaves and all that are from Bid FTA. A couple were on our wedding registry. And then we got
there was like those brown bottles.
those were the kombucha jars.
Oh, is that what they were from? Those are so cool.
All the candles we got from our wedding registry on Amazon and thrift stores. All of the
candelabras.
Yeah, the little candle holders. All of those were from St. Vincent de Paul's, Goodwill's, local thrift stores. And then we had a ton of at least 90, we didn't even use all of them, 90 5-inch by 3-inch circular cylinder jars that we got for free from my father-in-law's work because they were just giving them away. They were going to throw them away. He reached out to my wife and was like, hey, you guys want these? And she was like, yeah, all of them. So, yeah.
Yeah, you guys did a freaking amazing job.
Yeah, the decor, we got all of the decor for very good deals. And we got like the foam sticks that we didn't even end up using because I forgot about them online. We made the little, what are those called? With the words on it.
The signs?
Oh yeah, we made our signs with my aunt. She used her silhouette. And then we did the fans. What are those called?
Oh, those were awesome.
We made those.
Michelle and I were both getting them and fanning.
Did anyone pass those out?
No.
Okay, I forgot.
It was in the bucket.
There was a girl
and so
that
we were
to pass
grabbing
them out, and I forgot to set her up on that. And I just was so we'll do it.
No, it was sitting there, and so
it was supposed to be down by the entrance of the aisle.
I grabbed one, and then she's like, I don't know if we should go down with one. And then she's like, it's really hot. Let's just get one. And I was like, okay. Yeah. So we both had little fans.
Yeah, they were supposed to have for everyone who was sitting there because it was hot as heck.
It was a beautiful day.
It was. It was so.
And the way, I don't know if I'm supposed to name drop. So your cousin did the archway with all the flowers.
My cousin used to be a florist, and now she's an event planner, and she was so helpful. But so on the rehearsal dinner, we had all these boxes of stuff to set up, and it was a lot. And so I was really overwhelmed because I thought we were just going to practice the run through. Everyone was going to leave, and like Becca and I were going to set everything up. And everyone's like, nope, helping hands. What do you need? And I was like,
and everyone kept coming up and was like,
what do you want? What do you want us to do?
And I'm like, I'm not in her head. I don't know her vision.
So then everyone was like, let's do this and let's do that. And I was like, guys, just calm down. So I kind of shut down a little bit, and I let them do whatever they wanted to do, and then they left, and then I adjusted it to how I wanted. It sounds awful of me, and I'm so grateful and thankful for all of the help and everything. But it's like I could not get what I wanted in there. Like I couldn't. No one was.
And even like me,
even Becca was like.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, me and Becca were both like, well, we're not for sure what Haley's vision is, so let her.
Or Becca's vision, and then Becca and I would be like, yep, this is what we want, and then someone would do something else, and we were like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? But then it was really helpful because they moved all of the chairs down there that could be moved down the night before, and they helped us move all the tables and like the heavy lifting, which was greatly appreciated.
That was amazing.
Yes. And then we did like basically a layout of where everything was going to go. Did all that, and
it was a lot.
The next day we just had to put the tablecloths on, and then we had moved all of the decor boxes outside, so I like assigned my stepdad like, hey, Windex all of the Expo Sharpie marker or whatever off of these, and then I literally was grabbing handfuls of stuff and like running down the strips of table like here, and then I set up how I wanted them, and then I would be like, okay, here's the newest element, and then I'd run down and then do it, and it turned out really good. I thought everything was so beautiful, and we did forget, to use our champagne flutes, but that's okay. Guess we didn't super need them because we weren't originally gonna do a toast, but then my cousin-in-law was like, I just wrote a toast 5 minutes ago to do a toast. And we were like, funny. Do you want to? You don't have to. And she's like, I wrote it. And I was like, okay, so
I just did it. Really yeah, it was cute.
But it was really cute and sweet.
No, everything just turned out.
It was so great.
Perfect.
I couldn't have imagined anything any better.
Mm-mm.
Like, maybe a little not so hot because my makeup was like struggling. But I was able to fix it pretty easily with my little powder, so.
Yeah, no, everything turned out good.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow
I keep going out of order.
It's
but
okay.
I mean, that's really all of it. Like, we just set up the day before, and I didn't even stress out or have a panic attack. And like, my dad and my stepdad and my mom were all like, we're so proud of you, girl! Yay! And I was like, tee.
Yeah, you were on cloud nine.
Yeah, I was, this is what I was telling my dad and my stepdad.
Well, because they walked her down the aisle, so they were back with you.
So when they were back there waiting, and Becca walked down to the Avatar's Love song, the instrumental, and so as soon as her song was on, they were like, we're so proud of you for not panicking, and blah 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 blah, and blah blah blah, and I was like, thanks, I'm so ready to do this, like, let's go. And they were like, oh my gosh, like, you're cracking us up because you're so excited. And I was like, you guys know the video of the kid who's like overly excited to be baptized and he baptizes himself? That's me. I'm like,
he's just running down the aisle.
Well, then we were walking over and I was like, wait guys, we're walking too fast, let's slow down a little bit. Let's slow down, this is gonna be too fast, like, we gotta get the pictures and stuff. Hold on, I think my B-roll. You wanna take B-roll?
What's B-roll?
B-roll in the middle of a podcast. Did it.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that was an option thing.
Yeah, it's an app.
It's an app?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And it just goes off at one random time of day, and you have 2 minutes to post a picture. Or you could post it late. Yeah, so the wedding was really good. My best friend and one of my bridesmaids did my beautiful, amazing wedding nails.
Oh my gosh, her nails.
They're literally the cutest, most beautiful little flowers. And I actually did film a bunch of random clips. I just remembered I need to film it to a TikTok. I've been really rough on my hands after the wedding, though, because the day after we had to go and like load up everything, and it took 3 carloads to get everything back. So, yeah.
In your car?
One in my car, one in Becca's car, one in my dad's truck. So. Anyways, in other news, now that I'm married and I'm Mrs. whatever, we're hopefully going to be closing on a house. Can I say that yet?
Do it. I think you should.
Okay.
The offer's already been accepted.
The offer's been accepted, and if all goes well into plan, which it should, we're closing on the 17th of June, but hopefully we'll be able to do an early close. and I'm like,
I know, I'm so excited. It's going to be so awesome.
Also, they told us that the arch that we had at our wedding, that we could keep it because they were supposed to get rid of it. It was from an old wedding.
They should keep it there.
No, they don't want to.
Why?
Well, because it was already a whole thing that my dad really wasn't supposed to keep it in that barn until my wedding. And they're like, let's get rid of it. And I was like, hey, Dad, like, what are you doing with this?
Backyard.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that
we're
would
gonna
be
put it
so
in the
cute.
backyard for our garden.
That is so, you could grow grapes. Because they're vine.
Oh my
They
gosh,
would
can you
vine.
imagine that podcast, you and I making homemade wine?
We gotta get Johnny in on that one.
Yes.
That girl would be loving some wine.
Oh
that
my
would be
gosh.
so fun.
Anyway, so our house is really cute. It is still in Ohio, so
Boo.
I will be still the same amount of time away from my mom, but no further, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because we were looking at some places that were a little bit further, and I was like, Mom, it's so far. Anyways, that's all my life updates.
But it's exciting because your backyard's fenced, right?
The fence is only about this tall.
Oh,
And it's completely missing in one spot.
that's okay.
So the dogs will still have to be let out on leashes, but we do, like, literally everything we do to the house is going to add value.
For sure.
So we're going to eventually put up a privacy fence, hopefully.
Well, the nice thing is her dad's like super crazy handy too,
Mhm.
and then all the brothers and us, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no help. I can just stand there and work on my tie-in, but you know.
You can just bring your husband.
Okay.
That's kind of weird what you do.
I got you. Here you go.
Yes. Okay, so it's been a long time. What are all your life updates?
Well, something exciting is happening come July, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, yeah.
I know I can't really say much, but it's definitely exciting.
Mhm.
And I'm excited, especially, well, for both. I'm just giving too much tea. I can't. Just know I'm really freaking excited, and y'all had a lot to do with it. So, yeah.
Thank y'all for supporting my mom.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is really awesome, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool. I already know what the surprise is. So.
Well, yeah, because we were at the rehearsal until late, and it was an outdoor wedding and everything. So by the time we got home, I like showered and crashed because, well, I tried to wait up for you, but then you stayed there until like 12 something, and I'm like,
no, I left at like 11:42.
okay,
I
so you
got here
home.
at like 12 something. I stayed the night at my mom's house the day before, and I did not see my fiance. My wife. I keep saying my fiance. It's my wife. Didn't see her until I walked down the aisle. Sorry for clapping in y'all's ears, but I didn't. We did a private vow reading, and it was so cute, and I sobbed my eyes out.
Yeah, same. I got some pictures before. They were like, shoo. It was so funny because the photographer was so confused. I think he thought he was going to get to stand there and get shots of it.
I knew I was
And
going to
you were
cry
like,
baby. I
"You
was
need
like, I'm
to go."
sorry. Please, you also leave. I literally made everyone leave. And I was like, Becca, is that okay? And she's like, that's fine. And we both were crying, and our voices were like,
Oh, well, that was like me when I got married. I like ugly cried like something fierce.
Yes. The mom that I nanny for, we were talking
I love her.
Oh, I know.
She's so fun.
We were talking about the wedding and everything, and she was like, she told me that she's gone to someone who spent like a stupidly insane amount on their wedding before, and she's like, I liked your wedding way better. It was so, like, it just felt more put together, more you, more true to you guys.
Personal, yeah.
And then she was like, also, the look that you and Becca both had, like, I feel like that's the most true love I've ever seen in my whole life, and I'm married. And I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, obviously I love my husband. I was like, duh, no one's here questioning that, but it was just sweet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it was definitely gorgeous.
we made
beautiful.
a lot of people cry. Everyone's like, we were crying. Also, everyone gave me a ton of compliments on my rainbow veil.
Yes.
And like
Everyone loved the veil.
It was literally from Temu, guys, like $10.
Yeah. Well, and what was so cool is her veil literally matched the dad's tie. So my husband
And the flower girl dresses. It was the
and
same
well,
pattern
I was
as the
getting
flower
there. I was
girls.
gonna say my husband, my ex-husband. Oh, that's sounds so bad to say. Like, all these husbands of Rondo's, and then...
Only 2.
Well, I know, but it's, like, a lot.
And
But
then my father-in-law.
yeah, and then Becca's dad, and then the Flower Girls. I mean, it was just... It was so perfect.
It really
Like, it
was.
could not have gotten better.
So great.
And then Haley cracked me up because when you gave out the gifts, the little tissue thingies.
Yeah.
She walks up to my
We gave
husband.
our parents these little gifts that say, like, happy tears or for your happy tears or something.
Yeah.
So we gave all of our parents one, and then I also carried one because it was, like, 16 pack. Yeah, and it was something blue. I mean, my jewelry was blue. I had blue on my veil, but it's nailed on my nails. But wait, do I? Yeah, I do. Anywho, and I said, I fully expect you guys to cry.
But it was just your delivering of it was hilarious. Like, even he was cracking up. He thought it was hilarious because you're like, I fully expect you guys to cry. Here you go.
I didn't say it so sassily.
You were sassy.
Oh, well,
It was funny.
sorry. I just can't stop talking about it. Like, you go back
No,
to it.
it was
I'm so
good.
excited.
It was definitely good. What are we-
21.
Wow.
22.
So we're on a new camera. My bestie recommended this Canon camera because although my other Canon, the Mark G7X2 or whatever, it's a good camera, but I've had her since like 2019. And some people have been making comments. Okay, one was like, what's going on with your skin? Why are you sometimes orange and sometimes not? And it's because I run that camera hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys keep in mind, I've got 3 channels, then we've got this podcast, and so I'm constantly like, film. And I mean, that's 5 years, right? Fast math, 5 years of like,
Running that many channels.
yeah, so this one I can already tell has seemed to stay very consistent with the coloring, and I didn't do anything but turn it on. And, but yeah, the other one, it just can't self-adjust like it used to. So, unless I, like, go and do whatever to hold something up, then it gives a real... So, hopefully you guys like this. My girlfriend will teach me somehow to fiddle fart around with the settings. I'm just not into all that techie stuff like her. So, any whoosy whatsy. But overall, that's what's been going on.
Lots of good life, exciting
Yeah.
things.
Because it, and then my youngest is graduating.
I
So
know,
it's been
the baby.
insanely busy. Insanely busy. But I think this was a good comeback podcast. Haley's married. Miss to Mrs. Living the married life. Buying a house. Big things.
Lots of big things.
So
And
if
your
you-
big things? And the baby's graduating.
I know. That one's hard.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are just hitting me with too much emotion. Cried over Haley. They were all happy tears, obviously. And it was so funny because it was like Friday cried, Saturday cried, Sunday cried. Monday you sent me the video, cried again. And so I'm trying to film. I was like, listen, y'all, if my face looks puffy, I have indulged in some salt and my kid got married. So there's a lot of happy tears that have been happening. So I felt like everything was just like really,
Puff.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So, anyways, I guess let's end this podcast.
Okie dokie. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, or if you're watching, then watching today's episode. And
If you guys could do us a ginormous favor and hit that like button so we can really get our YouTube, like once you take a hiatus, sometimes YouTube like won't push. So if you guys could really help us out, even feel free to share this on Facebook would be wonderful. And if you're on Spotify, it really loves when you give 5 stars only. So, anyways, take it away, Hale.
yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Give us a big thumbs up and a 5 stars. And if you're on YouTube and you can comment, be sure to comment any topics you want us to cover. If you want to go any more into detail on any wedding shenanigans,
Or just
any house
questions.
buying
Yeah.
shenanigans, any mother-daughter duo questions. If you want to guess what my mom's surprise is, it's pretty exciting. Do all that in the comments below. And like I was saying, we do plan to get back onto the every Friday 222 Make-A-Wish.
Yay!
We do plan to get back into the every Friday posting schedule, so we will see you guys next Friday. Thank you so much for watching this or listening to this podcast and video. And until next time.
And until next time, kisses from Kentucky.
Bye.